you remember that movie, Forrest Gump? He had that famous line, say it with me if you know it. My mom always said, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. See, I come from a little town called Dufur, Oregon, and that's just how we talk. So that's fine, just make fun of my town. See, I would agree with Forrest, but I'd change one thing. Our lives are a lot like a box of choices. We never know.
I bet it was day 3 or 4 in the hospital at OHSU, intensive care, and I just reached that point where I couldn't take it anymore. You know that feeling where all the crying, all the sadness, and I had enough. So Mom came into the room and she just says, Jake, I'm so sorry this has happened to you. This is terrible. As much as I could strain against my hard plastic neck brace, I looked over, said, Mom, would you just chill? It is what it is. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was metaphorically stepping up and becoming a leader. You see, I couldn't move anything but my head. So it struck me as kind of odd that without the ability to move my hand, even 1 inch, I was like, whoa, I can change the atmosphere in the entire room with just my attitude. Now, I can't say that it is what it is. It just made the rest of my future entirely clear. But there was a flicker. And that flicker came at a time when I desperately needed hope. So, if an attitude like that was enough to bring up a family who'd just been brought down to their knees by a tragedy, what could something like that, an attitude like that, do when your friends are having a rough day? What can an attitude like that do when you're working with a group that just needs some encouragement bad? What could an attitude like that do for you? There's a misconception that leaders have to be the one in front, the one carrying the wand or wearing the crown. What kind of leader does that make? You could be, whether you're going to college or a job in the business world, no matter what position you're in, no matter what your name tag says, you can be a thought leader. There's many different ways to establish yourself and make you get noticed. And he also said the most successful leadership is not people who just try to push, but rather pull and then do it first themselves. And that's the difference between a teacher saying, like, you should do this, do this, write a 100-page report for me, or incorporating you into the project and taking your ideas so that you're invested in it.
You're going to be known as Taylor, but today, you're going to be High Yacht Man. Okay, it's pretty chill. And as High Yacht Man, you have to do something with that hair. So I got a little mohawk there. Would you slap that baby on? Yeah! You guys like I'm so glad I didn't raise my hand. All right, Taylor, when I say one of those 3 bad words, which are, you are going to give me the biggest, loudest, most knock me out of my wheelchair hi-ya that you can muster up, okay? Want to practice? No, practice. Yeah, like a hi-ya. No, why don't you get back to me like a lunch? Okay, pretend I said one of those bad words. What are you going to do? Whoa! That was pretty good. I've never had a high-yacht make pick at me. But I like your ninja skills. Okay, because when I saw Taylor first coming up here, I thought to myself, he probably can't do that. Whoa! Thank you, hi-yacht man. We're going to change that can't into can. I knew you could do it. And if I thought, well, he's kind of nervous to do the hi-ya, it won't work. I probably shouldn't. Hi-ya! Whoa! Thank you, hi-ya man. I knew that will work. And if I said, let's just don't put that in today. Thank you. It's like he's questioning himself. Hi-ya. Thank you, hi-ya man. You did a perfect job.
There's no guarantee that I will walk. There's no guarantee that you will do this or do that, but I think we're guaranteed to fail if we don't try. And would you agree with this? It's important to set our expectations high because in the end, don't we really become our expectations?
Okay, I'll leave you with a poem from Dr. Seuss that I want you to think about for the rest of this week. He said, "You have brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You are who you are, and you know who you know. You're the one who decides how far you're going to go." So keep an eye out for those hi-ya moments. Give me a hi-ya. 1, 2, 3. Hi-ya! Hey, when life happens, I hope you choose to live it. Thank you so much.